Hello, it's me, the Oracle of Apollo, Pythia. How are you guys doing today? I hope your days have been amazing. The weather is changing finally, and I'm certain we'll be getting some very nice days to come. So, what I want to talk to you guys about today is ego and spirituality. As healers and as readers, it's very important for us to understand that the energies that are coming through us, to us, are coming through us. So everything comes through you and not to you. I think it gets very easy to get sidetracked by the oohs and the ahs of I'll just say the mundane world, okay? It's very easy to be in your little bubble and not go out and see that there's so many other people that do what you do. And when you don't allow yourself the experience, you kind of get a big head. And I'm going to tell you why. Excuse me, I just did my makeup and it's kind of itchy right here. And I'm going to tell you why. And it's really because of a lack of experience. You think you're this little tiny special thing, just you, created just you. And only you have this capability. Only you have this ability. And only you can achieve a certain result. And I'm here to tell you, once you start thinking like that, you need to go back and check on your intentions. Seriously, you need to go back and check on your intentions. When you feel the need to put someone else down, to elevate yourself in any magnitude, as a reader, I would say this is kind of like, well, get a reading from me because I know I'm accurate because it's me. So don't go anywhere else. No. And then as a healer, it's like, well, I fixed you, or come to me for healings and don't go to anyone else because it's me. You're getting me. And I want you guys to understand that no one is getting you. Okay? What they're getting is a facilitator. You are just a marker to facilitate a moment, a sacred moment of healing. All healing is done by the innate body's memory. The healing is done because the body is ready to heal. The mind is ready to heal. The spirit is ready to heal. They have learned the lessons that they have needed to learn. They have partaken in the events that they needed to partook in order to release certain limiting beliefs, subconscious ideas, the bridges and the blocks that don't allow us to fulfill our purpose or allow us to really bask in the joy of oneness through self-healing. When you start to see yourself putting yourself on a pedestal, put yourself in check. You are in a spiritual journey. Put yourself in check. No one is perfect, all right? No one is perfect. There's going to be times where you slip back into old habits, where you slip back into old patterning, and that's just because it is muscle memory. So you have to learn discipline. You have to teach yourself discipline, even in humbling yourself. You have to teach yourself discipline, even in keeping your ego in check. We forget this. We kind of just go, okay, well, my abilities are opening. My abilities are flourishing. I've gained all this information. I've taken these classes. I've learned so much. So now I'm going to go apply that. But when you feel like you're the one, you are the only one who can apply this and achieve a specific goal, you are in an ego trap. I'm not saying that don't know your worth or know what you can accomplish or what you can or cannot do. But understand, it is not solely just an individual person's as a healer that is going to create an experience for a client. So what I mean by that, a person who is constantly receiving healing is constantly in a transformative state. They are constantly in a state of renewal and shedding and purging and releasing. Okay? So each time you get a healing, you are only going to release. I'm sorry for all the shaking. I can't find my tripod. You are only going to release what you're ready to release. You are only going to release what your body allows you to release. Okay? So this time, it might just be some pain. Next time might be some emotional stuff. The next time might go further deeper. Now you're looking into memories from childhood, and then even deeper after that, going into karmic patterns. And then deeper after that, going into soul cluster, soul family, and now healing all of the karma from within the bloodline and going back. So it's not just one experience that gets you to release a certain paradigm or shift or activation or heal. It's not one person. Okay? It starts with you, first and foremost. I don't care if you go to 1,000 healers and they fix you. Or this is the words that you use, that they fixed you. If you were not ready, I'm going to say this again. This is nothing about placebo effect or anything like that. But if you are not ready to move forward, if you are not ready to release old paradigms and the past and make peace and forgive and do the homework, nothing's going to happen in your session. Okay? Nothing is going to happen in your session that is going to be noteworthy or monumental, because it depends on the individual person. It depends solely on the recipient's readiness to receive and to release. Okay? I feel like it's very important to tap on this because I am a teacher and I have students who come to me. And this is something that I express from my heart that is very needed. I also am an artist. So what happens is, you know, we have these new lenses on. And now we have people praising us. And maybe we weren't used to being praised before. Okay? Or maybe we just really enjoy the praise. And so now our motivation to do this work is praise. This is not why we do this work. We don't do this work to find value from other people's praise. Okay? We don't do this work because it's easy. We don't do this work because it will make us famous. Okay? Most people who do healing, readings, esoteric things, they're not making $1 million off of this. They might not even be able to afford their own houses by doing this type of career or doing this kind of what I like to call play, because I don't really like to call it work, or this kind of play. They do it because something inside of them knows that they themselves are ready to release, that they themselves are ready to heal, that they themselves are ready to move forward and have progression within their lives and release the stagnation. But then we get to the pretty lights and the wows and the oohs and the ahs and the praising, and our heads get big. If you are in a situation where you have close friends, you know, tell them to put you in check. I tell my friends that all the time. I was like, no. I'm no different. Put me in check. If I am out of bounds, put me into check. Because I need to acknowledge and continue the discipline and continue the discipline of self. All right. So we really have to keep our eyes on what is the appropriate things. Clear seeing. Okay. Clear seeing. We have to come from a point of clear seeing. And we don't always clearly see with our eyes, but when we clearly see with our hearts, it brings us to a point where everything we do comes from this place. So question why you do something. Seriously, question it. Why did you want to be a healer? Why do you want to be a reader? Why do you want to work in these things? If it's solely for giving, then you're not on the right path. I'll tell you right now. Everything we learn, it really